still be there, loving me. Oh yeah. It's still funny to me. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Farts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Dan Joe here, and yeah, that's not my usual intro, but you know what? I don't care. It's fine. It's fine. I hope you guys are all doing well. And it's still hilarious to me. It's not even the same day that I'm recording this. But yeah, it's part 64 of Final Fantasy IX, the PS1 version here on Retro Classics. Hope you guys are all having a great day. And on today's episode, yeah, the concept of a Melodies of Life cover by Macho Man Randy Savage, where he can't remember the lyrics, is very, very funny to me. In my dearest memories. Oh yeah. It's just, I find it very funny. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good one, and if I happened to make you do a spit take right there at the beginning of the episode, I'm very sorry. But what are we supposed to do? As I said before, oh, we're supposed to go to sleep, right? Like it's the end of the day. We just ate. Eco's dinner that she made. I wonder how Eco stays so energetic. Yeah, Vivi is learning about chronic depression. Why don't we rest before we go, Zidane? I'm very curious about that wooden snake Eidolon, if you know what I mean. Anywho, Ika, will you break the seal for us? What? No way! Not like we're gonna do anything bad. Well, I'm sure we can handle it on our own. No way, are you crazy? Yeah, I mean, Zidane, it might be, you know? Like, there's a... Oh, Chimomo's still fishing.
This person keeps telling me to catch more fish. Kupo.
Zidane, I made a great discovery. These fish different from mid-continent fish. Well, yeah, of course they are. Can I get past you? No? Also, can I just drop you off at the nearest, like, marsh? And just, like, be done? Alright. I think we're good. We got the Kerman coffee last time. I think it was the Kerman... It was one of the coffees that we're supposed to get for... Fuck, whatever that guy's name was. I do not remember. It's been a long time. Since the village of Dali. Also known as Salvadorsburg. Yeah, I think we're good, actually. Why don't you get some rest? It'll be good for you, Kupo. Yeah, fine. I guess if we want to progress the game, which we do. That is definitely a thing that we're doing. And I will say... Oh wait, please pause... There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Alright. It still feels weird, honestly. It feels like a little too nice. Like, kind of continuing from what I was talking about last time, like, using the Pro 2 for Xbox to play this. And I did... Finally, I think I talked about this too in the last episode. Actually, wait, did I? Was it after? Holy shit, did I record that at the end of the day? I did, I recorded that at the end of the day. So I already told you guys about that in the last episode. But as a reminder, I did finally disassemble and do a deep clean for the Pro 2 for Xbox, the newer one, the Hall Effect version. And, I'm just going to start calling it that, the Hall Effect version, because it's not just the analog sticks, like the triggers, I think is what they call them, right? Because there's LB and RB and then LT and RT, which stands for left bumper, left trigger, right trigger, I think. I believe. Are they labeled that way on this one too? Yeah, they are. LT and LB, RB and RT. Yeah. Anyway, when things are abbreviated for so long, it's like hard to know what the actual name for it is. You know, like I was saying, like with the Xbox layout, how their start and select are view and whatever the other one is. Menu? I'm not really sure. And it's kind of annoying how, like, because the ABXY between platforms, like, that's never fucked me up. I literally don't care. The thing that's confusing between platforms is what do you call the middle buttons? Because it used to be start and select, now Nintendo calls them plus and minus, which thankfully has been consistent since the Wii. Sega doesn't make controllers anymore, but the last one they did just was start. They never deviated. Well, after the mode days, I guess, they never really deviated from that. And then, yeah, like, Sony kind of just went with the Nintendo thing for that. Like, they also called their middle button start and select. And now it's like options and share. I'm not even sure if they call it options anymore. Like on the PS5, I still call it options. Like, rarely. I know that's the name. It's like on PlayStation, the X button. I know it's the cross button. I grew up knowing it as the X button. Like, when I first started playing like PS1 a lot, like it was X, square, triangle, and circle. Like, kind of just what it was. I get that there's shapes, and three of those things are shapes. It depends where you're from, like, but to me, how was that how I was raised? X, because you can say, okay, so here's an example that hopefully will make sense to you. Again, this is depending on where you're from in the world and stuff, but in American English, right? Because there are differences between like American English, like the British English, like the mix of the two that's used, like, like Canadian English. It's kind of, again, depending on where in Canada, but like blended. Um, and then like Australian English and dialects, I guess, and like local grammar, I guess would be another way to put it. So some people say, like, if you are writing something like physical, like pen and paper, and I'm gonna say pen and paper because, for the sake of this analogy, I guess, for example, it's not really an analogy, although it is. No, it is. It's an analogy because I'm comparing this to like why it was probably this way for the PlayStation, at least in, I want to say North America, but I'm gonna narrow it down a little bit, like continental United States. Um, like most everywhere, they called it the X button. But if you're writing with pen and paper, and like you cross something out, like you make a mistake, a typo, if you will, typographical error, um, or you're practicing like cursive or calligraphy or something like that to where you can't just erase it, you would typically use, I guess nowadays in typography, well, maybe not nowadays, but traditionally in typography, it's called like a strike through. Essentially, the text is kept, but like you put a line through it to indicate that that was what was initially written, and like the correction comes after it. So some people would refer to that in like physical writing as like crossing it out or Xing it out, right? Um, or if you have, this is not an example, that was another stupid one, but where cross and X are used interchangeably in English. Um, um, oh, yeah, where you have like, this is a less common one, but where you have like, not necessarily a crosswalk, like nobody calls it an X walk, but there's like, for roads and stuff, there are different like crossings, but some people say like Xing, for example. Um, but typically, when you're doing two diagonal lines that are mostly perpendicular, you would refer to the shape as an X. Or if something gets deleted, some people would say it gets crossed out or X'd out. I guess that's kind of the same with the writing tradition of that. Which, honestly, here's another thing that's tied to traditional writing or drawing. The word drawing actually originates because you're literally drawing or pushing or pulling like a writing utensil across paper. So, to draw something up, for example, that's the reason why it's called drawing, is literally putting pen to paper. So, yeah, that was kind of cool. Um, which I don't remember how this came up at one point, but I was looking into like, was it etymology, entomology, etymology, word origin of like draw, because like I thought it was interesting for like pants, for example, you call them like drawers, or like in a cabinet you have like um, different sectional containers with like knobs where you pull the containers out, which would most of the time be referred to as drawers. And you have, what was the other one? Another one that comes from draw. Oh, I guess in the example in the last episode where they were cooking, to draw water from a spring, you're really literally putting the utensil to the thing and pulling it to create something. And for like drawers in a cabinet, like you're drawing the container out from the thing. And I think for the pants one, like drawers, or how it depends on how you say it. It's a terribly awkward word. Drawers. But yeah, they're drawn over the leg up to the waist. So literally pulled the thing to the thing to make a thing or do a thing. So yeah, they all have a common origin, word origin. I think it is etymology. Maybe it's no, I think entomology is the insects one, bugs and stuff. Um, because it's the word was to describe the action, which is kind of cool. Anyway, I know, kind of a long rant about why X and cross might have been conflated for a long time. And to this day, I think on PlayStation, like nobody calls it cross. Some people do, very rarely, but I think that's been kind of adopted as the common thing of just like triangle, square, circle, and X, you know, which is where that meme comes from, obviously, of like, this is what's confusing about being a multi-platform gamer is like the X button's here. No, wait, it's over here. Oh, wait, it's over here. You know? 3 different positions that the X button is in. And it's like, I get it. On Xbox and Nintendo, they're letters. A, B, X, Y. On PlayStation, they're shapes. But, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Um, oh. But yeah, the drawing thing, to bring it back to X, like it's kind of related in that sense too, because the PlayStation buttons were initially designed to describe the actions that that they would do, the functions that they would be doing. So like X, or to cross something, which is probably Y, cross it out, X it out, would be to cancel something, and then circle would be like, yes, that is the positive, to indicate your yes and no, essentially. And then triangle was like your view or option kind of a thing, and square was like your map or your something. I don't remember the original thing. It's been a while since I've like refreshed on the design history of the PlayStation controller, but it was initially made a lot of sense. Anyway, so thanks for being here, guys. This has been my TED Talk about random shit that's been on my mind. Just kidding. It's I do need to get going, however, in about 15, at most like 20 minutes. Vivi, better get some sleep before we leave tomorrow. I tried to stop worrying about things, but I just can't. I know you told me not to think too much, but it's because we're different, Vivi. You don't have to do everything my way, you know? I want to stop. I don't want to feel like this anymore. What if I keep feeling like this? Vivi. Well, in the end, it boils down to 2 simple choices. Either you do, or you don't. You'd think with all the world... No. You'd think with all the problems in this world, there'd be more answers. It's not fair. That's the way things are. Choice is yours. Zidane. I just want to protect the people I'm with. Doesn't matter whether I can or not. It's what I believe in. I knew it. I was right. Zidane is the man for me. That's right, you either do or you don't. My choice is clear. I'm gonna go with Zidane. Wanna know a trick to get your mind off things? Okay. She's just like pretending that he's they're having a conversation while she's eavesdropping. This is an age-old ritual between male friends. Uh-huh. Come over here, Vivi. Let's go together. Doesn't it feel nice to let yourself go under the stars? Tinkle. Tinkle, tinkle. They're literally just like taking a piss together. Tinkle, tinkle. Tinkle, tinkle. When I was younger, she just like runs back inside, be like, they're peeing together? What the fuck? When I was younger, when I first like came to that part in the game, I thought that was way more innocent. I thought the tinkle thing was like, they were literally just like laying down on their backs, like watching the stars, like just hanging out, talking about shit. It didn't strike me even as a possibility. And yes, I was a little naive, I was a little stupid. Like, shut up, alright? But yeah, they literally are just, that's why they're off screen. They're whipping it out and just taking a piss. Which, like, yeah, under a starry sky, like, in the middle of nowhere, where you can see all the stars and shit, it's very nice to just, like, you know, whip it out and take a piss, you know, and just, you know? It's giving back to the planet. Anyway, responsibly. Please urinate responsibly. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. My stomach is kind of not happy with me. I like didn't sleep well and had plans this morning, so like I woke up like immediately frantic in a hurry because I remember like I had all these fucking technical problems last night. And then I was like, oh wait, no, I solved those. Okay, good. Well, I still have like a bunch of shit to do and I have to eat breakfast. So I was like going as quickly as possible. And then like ran out of time. Pretty much ran out of time and had like 20 minutes left, maybe 15 minutes. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna real quick have a bowl of like mini wheats, basically shredded wheat. It wasn't mini wheats. I think mini wheats is like a Kellogg's thing or something. Fuck them. I do like frosted mini wheats. I do. But it was just like a generic, you know. Shredded wheat is good. I like it, okay? It's like a nice healthy breakfast. I don't usually do like cereal for breakfast unless you count oatmeal, I guess. Rarely do that, but even that takes like a little bit more prep, and I needed to eat fast, which I'm terrible at doing. Like, I'm a slow eater, and like in general, it's good to take your time while eating if you can. It's just better for your digestive tract. But yeah, I was like, all right, I gotta down this coffee and this bowl of shredded wheat. And yeah, immediately my body was like, thank you for the nourishment, but also fuck you. was like, I'm sorry, body, okay? I need to get going. And it's like, I got a lot of shit to do in the next, like, not just, and it wasn't just this morning, like, over the next few days, like, I have a lot of shit I have to do. And I need to catch up on sleep. That's, like, the worst thing, personally, in my opinion. Like, having that anxiety already, and just chronic anxiety, honestly, and being like, okay, I have a fuckload of things I have to do in the next few days, and I need to catch up on sleep. Like, that does absolute fuckery to my brain, because it almost every time ensures that I'm not gonna sleep well. Because my brain, as I try to sleep, is just like, hey, you little asshole. What are you doing wasting time? Wake up and get shit done. It's like, no, you kidding me? You need rest. Like, you need to be well rested in order to be effective. And my brain has never been good with that. It's something I know. It's something I wholeheartedly believe. Like, get good sleep. Regardless of what you do, quality of your sleep matters. It's been scientifically proven in many, many ways. And especially for neuroimmunity, neuroplasticity, physical health, in a lot of ways. Like, you need sleep. It doesn't matter as much, like, how much sleep. That depends on who you are and tons of different things. But you need quality sleep. And, like, that absolutely has to happen. Like, anyway, hoping I sleep well later, but we'll see. It's been like 3 days since I've got a good night's sleep, so Zidane, I want to come back here. When I first saw the Eidolon wall, I was scared. When I went inside and saw the murals, they calmed me. I want to see more. Sure, we'll come back after we check out the Aoife tree. Thank you. You gotta come back and get Quina anyway. You can't just leave him here. Are you coming back here for Eco? Eco's only 6 years old. How do you know that? I mean, I guess off-screen they confirmed, like, how old she was or whatever, but anyway. She acts tough, but I think she's lonely. I haven't seen her today. You're right. Wait, no, she's right there. Oh! Eco. Tee. She's 6? Are you fucking serious? I thought she was like 8 or 9 or some shit. 6? Damn. Can't break the seal of the Aoife tree without calling an Eidolon. Coming with us? Don't you want me to? Of course I want you to come along. That's what I thought. Okay, I'll join your team for a while. Vivi, Garnet, let's have fun. She purposefully left Zidane out of that thing. Aoife tree is beyond the Condi Petit mountain path. Let's go. Damn, she just like jump kicked Vivi in the face. Why are you so nice to everyone, Zidane? Huh? What do you mean by that? Forget I asked. I think she was mad. I think so too. Please look after Lady Eco. Come see us if there's any trouble. Sure thing. Vivi, Have you figured out a solution to your problem? Not really. But I'm moving on. Good. Just gonna get super blasted. Alright. Just, 3 sheets to the wind. Just like, can't even see straight. Okay. Just like, absolutely wrecked. I just don't want to feel anything. Okay. Like, Sedan's just like not sure what to tell him, but like knows that he's not like the one to be giving advice. Just like, hey, Vivi, maybe take it easy. You don't tell her you're not even your ass person. Okay. Just very funny to me. Oh, fucking power bomb you today. No, oh yeah. Alright. Well, I'm glad Eco's back. I don't know what the fuck Quinn is gonna be doing here, but I kinda don't care. We're going to the IFA tree, so that's tight. I straight up do not remember what we're doing at said tree. Like, I don't think it's time for the main event over there. Maybe I'm wrong? I don't know. Like, I mean, we're definitely gonna be encountering stuff on the way. So, she doesn't really need NP plus 10. She needs jelly. Like, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a thing. Pretty soon. Like, pretty fucking soon. Like, at the IFA tree. She's almost got Guardian Mog. She doesn't really need too much else right now. Like, she's doing alright. She's trying to get auto haste, she's trying to get auto reflect. Vivi can't learn anything, so gold choker for the stats. And I think we're pretty much good. Right? Is there anything else Garnet needs to be learning? I mean, she's caught up. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's set some abilities real quick. Auto haste. Don't really need that very well. I mean, later it might come up, but it's not really necessary. What's my... It's poison. I was gonna check again what the ad status is for the Rune Tooth, but I was like, I've checked that like several times in the last couple episodes. It's poison. So status ailments I think that are going to be a problem in the next area. I think sleep and petrification, maybe body temp shit, I think. And we may not need this. Not really sure. I guess I'll just put on Bug Killer for now. I thought Bug Killer was 3. Jelly, Body Temp, Insomniac, right? Clear-headed. Yeah, I think we're good. VV does not need ad status, or ability up. I guess antibody, right? He's already got the other stuff. Jelly, clear-headed, body temp. Yep, loudmouth, insomniac. Body temp, insomniac. Jelly is not equipped. It's more important than loudmouth, that's for fucking sure. And ability up would be nice. Guardian Mog. Oh, I forgot to look that up. I straight up said I was gonna do that. Okay. I'm gonna add that to my notes. Right fucking now. Okay, so explore. Okay, I'm just okay. Look up what. There it is. Guardian Mog actually does. Okay. Check out the TFaCS tree. Oh, Guardian Mog actually does. Okay. So we'll do that for the next episode, because I do need to get going. But let's go ahead and make our way there. A little bit. Or we'll at least save the game. Yeah, we'll make our way there next time. Because yeah, I'm making coffee right now. And that will be nice, because I very much need a cup. So yeah, we'll go ahead and save. We gotta go back through the mountain path, at least partially, to get to the Aoife tree. We kind of already tried going to the Aoife tree before, so very versed. Nice. In how to get there. But yeah, thank you all for being here, guys. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. And of course, before we get going, it is time for the outro. Special thanks, updates, all that good stuff. And a very special thank you going out to the amazing people. The incredible people, the generous people that help make it possible, the current Arts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is Novellas Draconis, Aaron Schick, 97 Johnny Boy, and Gaming Spectech I, VTuber Financier, H. Ahmed, and The Fool. Apologies if I mispronounced any of those, but thank you all so much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. It vastly helps out. We very much appreciate it, and it is very much optional, so you guys are extra awesome for doing so. And if you want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all the membership benefits, check out that join button down below. Tiers start at roughly $3 a month. That's roughly 10 cents a day. It gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote on the series that get made here on the channel via the Members' Choice Polls. It's a thing we do once a month for a full week over on the membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided. So, if you guys want to get in on that, we will have one coming up for September 2025. It is likely going to be the last week of the month, which, if that is the case, that would be starting on the 23rd, and will be running up until October 1st. So, if it is October 1st, 2025 or later, it's already been decided. But all of the previous Members' Choice Polls are still up over on the membership tab, and you can still vote on them if you haven't done so before. And there's like 40 of them-ish over there. So yeah, even if you're just a member for 1 month, you could vote on all of those if you want. And you're still going to be influencing the content that gets made here for quite some time because retroactive input on previous polls is considered for future ones. This is, however, an approximation of future announcements from the past. So if you want all the announcements as they happen, and the bell doesn't work for you, I get it, the bell does not work for me, but there are 4 other ways you can stay up to date. We have the post tab here on the channel, Farts and Crap Show Twitter, the Bluesky, and the Discord. I always post on all 4 whenever there's an announcement, so regardless of which one of those works for you, you can stay up to date. And links for those are down in the description, also on the channel banner. But yeah, that's going to do it for now. So, thank you all once again for being here, guys. Till next time, take care, and I hope you all have an amazing day.